Hi, friends and family. I don't know if you can tell, my voice might be a little bit weird. I caught a bit of a cold this week. Sad, sad. I gotta stop moving. This week, update, on Saturday, I had the test of proficiency in Korean, the TOEIC, and I think it was pretty good. Getting there and getting back was a nightmare, but the test itself was fine. The reason getting there was a nightmare was because I forgot the paper I needed to get into the test. You have to have the paper that says, like, you registered, you paid. And I printed out 2 copies, and then I left both of them in my backpack, and I grabbed a purse because I didn't want to take my textbook with me, and that was frustrating. And I realized while I was on the train that I didn't have them. And the place I went to was about 2 hours away. So that was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So I solved the problem by crying. That has always been my, what's the word? My weapon? My tool? I don't know what you would call it. That's always how I find the best way to solve problems, is cry about it. If you cry, people are more willing to help you, and crying just makes me feel better, as strange as that sounds. I feel better after I cry. So, yeah, I went to the office at the metro station, the train station, and I just asked, like, hey, do you guys happen to have do you know where a print shop is that's open around this area? It was on a Sunday. Nothing's open on Sundays. I'd called a few places. They all said they were closed, which is weird that they answered their phone. I was like, what are you doing at the office? Is this your cell phone? I don't know. It was weird. Anyway, I went to the help desk and I asked, and they said no, and I just started crying. Like, I couldn't even explain why I was crying. I was devastated. And so the guy was just like, there's no problem. You just need to print one thing. And so I just nodded. It was terrible. So he just let me go into the office at the station, and they let me use one of the computers to print out the paper I needed. So that was very lovely. And then I went to the test, and that was fine. But getting back, the school where I took the test, I took a taxi to get there because I didn't have a lot of time. But then when I was coming back, I was like, I'll just wait for the bus, along with everyone else, because it was in the middle of nowhere, and there was like 2 different buses that went there. One went one direction, the other went, obviously, the other. So I got on the first bus. I didn't care which way it went. They both went by a train station, so to me it didn't matter, as long as I got on a train. So I went to the one that was a little bit further, but it was still faster, I think. Maybe. I have no idea. So I got on that bus, got to this one train station, and then I took a train back to the station I had stopped in and gotten their help, got off, and went to the convenience store and bought this thing. It's called Vita Obec. That's, I guess it's just a Vita 500. They're like a sort of vitamin energy drink. Not really energy, I would just say it's a vitamin-y health drink. They're pretty good. I like them. And it's very typical in Korea to buy a box set as like a gift, like a thank you. So even if you don't say thank you, they will understand. Bandit is getting into trouble. Anyway, so I did that, and I gave it to them, and they were all so amazed. Like, wow, oh my god, thank you! Wow, how was your test? And, that was fine. The freaking mosquito. The mosquito season has started. I will talk more about that in a moment. More blah blah. The test this week, I had a presentation on Wednesday, and I was really nervous because of my classmates. I'm learning that if people listen to me when I'm talking, then I feel more confident. But if I know that people aren't listening, then I lose confidence. I feel like, why am I even talking? No one cares. So that was kind of frustrating, if they don't listen at all. So I got really nervous. And then Thursday and Friday we had midterms, and they seemed really easy, which means one of two things. One is that they were really easy, or the other option is that I am such an idiot that I thought they were easy and I completely misunderstood everything. So we will see when I get the results how I did. The results for the TOPIK test won't come out until August 8th, but my final or midterm results should be ready on Monday, or maybe Tuesday at latest. Other things this week, nothing special. I celebrated my birthday on Friday at work, and today with my first student. I had cake at both times. That was nice. And then, yeah, that's about all of that. And I've only gotten one birthday card so far. Thank you, Aunt Janet and Uncle Kenny. You guys are the best. I know my mom sent a card, and my Grammy is sending a card, but nothing's here yet. So that's kind of disappointing. Tomorrow I'm going to have a birthday party. Very small dinner with some close friends. And yeah, I guess I'll answer the question that I got. I feel like I got 2 questions, but I only remember one. Sorry to I forgot how to speak. Sorry to whoever I may have forgotten if I happened to forget. The one question I do remember was, how is the weather in Korea? And I had mentioned, it's similar to Missouri. It's very hot and humid in the summer, and cold and snowy and windy in the winter. The biggest difference, I would say, is that in Missouri we have our rainy, unpleasant weather season in spring, usually in April, in May. In Korea it comes in July, and they call it the rainy season, 장마철. But it normally starts at the beginning of July and lasts until beginning of August. And this year it was what they call a dry rainy season. It only rained on the southern part of the, what do we call it, peninsula? Yeah, the Korean peninsula. It only rained in the southern part, and it wasn't raining anywhere else, so that was causing some problems. But starting this week, of course, always in time for my birthday, it came north. So now it's been raining pretty much every day this week. Not strong raining, but just raining on and off, and mostly at night, but occasionally in the daytime. I have not been caught out in the rain. Last night it was raining quite a bit when I was leaving from the prayer meeting, but thankfully I am prepared. Yay for Boy Scouts! Even though I wasn't a Boy Scout, I still learned. Always be prepared. So I always carry an umbrella. So I didn't get wet, thankfully. And yeah, I guess that's about all I've got to say. This is actually a really short video. And by really short, I mean it's not 10 minutes like my normal ones. I guess I'm gonna go. It's nighttime now. And since I am a little bit sick, I've decided I need to get plenty of rest. I believe that's why I was sick, because I was feeling a lot of stress about my presentation and my exams, so I wasn't sleeping enough, and then having the air conditioner, and then going out and it's hot, and then back into air conditioning, and then hot, and then air conditioning. It just, my body was not happy with me. So I'm gonna get a lot of sleep today, and then tomorrow I've got church, and then tutoring, and then my birthday party. You can't even see when I'm counting like this. I don't know when I started counting that way. I used to always do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Where'd that come from? I don't know. But that's okay. I'm still me. I'm special. Yay. Oh my god. I'm sorry you guys have to put up with me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so crazy. Hopefully my brother should be finishing his hiking trip. hiking trip. I don't know what you would call it. That sounds like a weekend thing. His amazingly long backpacking quest trip of awesomeness. There you go. That's a good name. Yeah. His through hike of the Appalachian Trail. I think that's what it's technically called, through hike. But I think it's better as the awesomely amazing hiking trek of whatever else I said before. Yeah. So he should be finishing sometime this week or maybe next week. So good for you, Robbie. I'm so proud of you. It was awesome. And even though I guess he'll stop making videos because he doesn't have any more through hike to post, I will still keep making videos each week because I think they're fun to make. And everyone's been really receptive of them. So I'm happy. But if you guys have any questions or things you want me to talk about, just let me know. Oh, and it's not really a surprise because I'm not good with keeping surprises. I'm going to make a special update this week for my birthday where I'll add, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that. I will add all of my different video clips and pictures of stuff that I did for my birthday. And that'll be fun. And hopefully I'll have more cards to show. Maybe, I don't think there will be no mail tomorrow. So I really only got one birthday card on time. Again, thank you, Aunt Janet and Uncle Kenny. You guys are the best. And for everyone else, if you sent a card, I'm still waiting. If you didn't send a card, thank you for watching my videos. Anyway, I'm gonna go. And hope you guys have a good weekend. Bye.